What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Thursday. I look up and who do I see? Only the most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF, hanging out with me. Shots out. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? Shouts out to the most amazing family on planet Earth. We got DCA Crypto Dave in the house. EARF. You damn straight. Let's go. That's my brother right there. I appreciate you, Major Way. Thank you for your incredible support. We got Real Canal Life is in the house. What's up, family? What's up, my brother? Chicken 415 with the respect. Shouts out to my brother. Appreciate you in the Major Way, my dog. Who else we got up in here, guys? Ness Force in the house. The man, the myth, the legend. Ness Force, one of the smartest brothers in the game. Huh? Marvin Davis. That's my dog right there. That's my dog. Marvin Davis be knowing everything. Charles Can't Lie. What's up, Charles Can't Lie? That's my man, Pots and Pans. Disco R1 out there getting his groove on. I appreciate you in a major way, my brother. Guys, we got one hell of a show for you guys today. Definitely MD, Marvin Davis, Ness, giving that recognition. We all one big-ass family up in here. By the way, guys, I got to share something with you guys. My wife has got us on a 3-day, was it like a 3-day fast? A 3-day fast. So she said she was telling me this morning, I was out walking. So I got up this morning. You know, normally I try to do my little nutrition. I got like a moringa nutrition drink. I take my little multivitamins, all that good stuff. And then I try to, because when you take, like, I take like a few vitamins, and if you don't eat anything, it makes you nauseous. So, but instead of like making a sandwich or something, I grabbed like a handful of nuts. Yeah, thank you, Ness Force. That's what I'm gonna start doing, man. So I just, I want to have we need to, Ness Force, we need to do a show, bro. Ness Force, I'm gonna call you out, Ness Force. I need you and a couple of you guys. Let's do a show, man, of just about whatever. We're going to talk about health, man. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about the markets. Let's try to do a show. What is today, Thursday? I know Saturday we're going to be on the road. No, let's do a show Saturday. Is everybody available Saturday? Let's do a show Saturday. We need to start doing like a family show, a Crypto for Life family show, at least like once a month. That'd be dope. Huh? Once every other week, once a month. Let's do something Saturday, because I know we got plans. We're going to go hang out with John and his wife at 4 on Saturday. So maybe like Saturday afternoon, like noon or 10 or noon, like 10 a.m., noon, something like that. If you guys are open, if you guys are down with it, let me know. Anybody want to come on the show? You don't got to show your face. You can just put it on whatever. I know some people don't like showing their being live or whatever. But yeah, Saturday is good, 6-8. Shoot me a DM, okay, on X. I'm going to shoot it right now, damn it. That's Force. I'm going to shoot it right now so I don't forget. So we're going to do a show. I want to have a show, but you are using it again. Okay, that's my man Chris. Let's see. Okay, so let me do this real quick. I'll hit my boy Chris up after this. So you said send you a message on X. Okay, so let me find, because I know how I am, man. I'll freak around and forget Ness Force. So we're going to do something. Anybody wants to join up with me and Ness Force, let's do a show. I'm going to say Saturday morning, Saturday either 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. I'm either way. I'm good either way. Either way. So anybody wants to join me and Ness Force, we're going to do a show Saturday. We'll set it up. It's just going to be hanging with the family, huh? The Crypto for Life, hanging with the family. And we're going to talk about everything, man. Just crypto, where everything's at. Just cover the week. And we'll try that maybe like once every 2 weeks, once a month, whatever you guys want to do. Honestly, I don't care. I'll do it, whatever. I know some people have things they do on Saturday, but this Saturday I'm definitely open. We're gonna be actually traveling out to see my man John. They just have some news for us. I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but yeah, we're really excited about it. We're gonna go spend some time with him and the family out there in Mawapa Valley. So guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the likes, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. Subscribe. But yeah, health is definitely the way to go. There's a time, guys. I remember when we owned our semi-pro basketball team in California. I was 44 years old, I think. So we're talking, 10 years ago, and I had dropped 60 pounds, and I mean, I got shredded. I had a better body. I had a like a LeBron James type body style at 44. It was crazy. Like I was just working out, man. I was just on one, and in the gym lifting crazy weight, and had a better body than I had when I played ball. That was 10 years ago. So I'm definitely trying to get back into. I think what happens, things start happening, you have a little success, you do this, that, whatever, and you start getting a little lazy, and and I was able to blame it on COVID for a while. You know, everybody was blaming COVID. Wait, it's COVID. I can't go to the gym. You know, I can't. And that damn COVID wait is over with. So now, you know, you can't. I try to drag that on along. Hey, it's just COVID. Wait, it's COVID. You know, I'll get back when COVID. That junk ended years ago. What's up, Mr. God in the Making is in the house. Yeah, so I got to get my ass in gear. So I just love my wife and I are both trying to motivate each other. So she's like, we're gonna fast for 3 days. Like, I think she said like chicken, like something bone broth or so. She was telling me this morning. I was like, what the hell? Bro, I'm getting shredded from shoveling snow. No joke. There's a storm every 4 days, for a month. Damn. So where you at, Nest Force, for a storm every 4 days? Yeah. What's up, honey? That's my beautiful queen. If you guys don't know, Jeanette is my baby. Is my best friend. 17 years and going. So let's see. Wait, I got my date on my arm here. Like, it's kind of bad, guys, because if y'all know me, y'all know I'm like tatted all up and everything, right? And I've got all my kids' birthdays and my anniversary date right here, so I don't ever forget. 4/10/10. So that was when we got married, but we were a year together a year before that. So this would be like 17 years together, 16 years. We're gonna be going on 16 years married this year. But anyways, but the point I'm trying to make, my wife is fasting and intermittent fasting will do the yeah. So that's what do the job. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. My wife was already doing like the don't eat past 12, and then you can't eat after 8 type thing. But we're gonna try to start this thing off in the bang. Honestly, guys, look, there's I've been kind of, you kind of debate with yourself. Oh, I'm gonna do this, a New Year's resolution, all that. But I mean, health is a real wealth, man, because you can make all the money in the world. You can have millions of dollars, whatever, your thing is, and then end up spending all that money trying to stay alive or trying to stay healthy. So, I've seen people out there talk about, oh man, welcome back 6-8. Thank you so much. Silver Days. Who's that? Silver Days XRP, man. Much love with the virtual hug, man. All love to you. I appreciate you, brother. He says I'm in Western Massachusetts. Damn. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but man, it's probably cold. Yeah, Massachusetts. I know it is. They have that northern weather, but shouts out and much love to Silver Days XRP. That's my brother with the virtual hug. Y'all know I love hugs. I love hugs. Huh? I don't give a damn I love hugs. Virtual hugs are the best. But no, yeah, that's what it's all about, guys. So like, I'm really committed. I'm obviously we got everything locked in. 16 years coming, babe. Our anniversary is April. Yeah. That's what I said, baby. I said this year. Yeah, April is 16 years. Yeah, 17 years together, 16 years married in April. So my wife keep me on my toes. But so she said, look, we're gonna fast for 3 days. We're gonna watch what we eat. We're gonna do this and that. And she really is a ringleader because whatever I think our biggest thing that we got to stop doing, honestly, is eating out. Because I get so many offers like from several different places every week. So like we can literally go eat free food like 4 or 5 days a week. So we're just gonna have to change our habits and change what we eat. Try to get salads and stuff like that. But right now we're gonna go into a fasting. I'm down with it. I'm gonna follow her lead. We need to be healthy. And I really want to get into shape before XRP Las Vegas meetup. Now, with that being said, I want to get into the show. We got a hell of a show for you guys today. Obviously, it's going to be a controversial show in regards to American Wanksters. And what I mean by that is the politicians, the bankers, all that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So the Senate Agriculture Committee passed an all dropping. I believe it's a shakeout. Kill confidence. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's all bad, man. And there's even talks that we might even go to another damn lockdown, government shutdown again. But we'll get into that in a minute. So anyways, so we have things you guys announced, you saw that I announced. We do have an actual website that's up and running. I'm not giving it out yet, but I think we're going to have it on the flyer, where my partners, John and TR is really heading a lot of this. Behind the scenes stuff. That's what he does. He does some of the biggest events in the world in what he does. So he's putting together, the website is pretty much done. He's put together all the information, but XRP Las Vegas, April 29th, Wednesday, April 29th, I believe is what it is. I think I announced it yesterday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with a 7 p.m. VIP dinner. Now there's some amazing things we're doing. It's going to be very similar. Not the location is totally. This is a conference room and next level. I'm talking about when you go in, they got the XRP lights. Oh, dude, it's going to be sick. So we got it. Oh my God, I'm just excited, man. I'm a part of it. I'm excited. So it's going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot of giveaways, a lot of great information. We're going to invite people on stage this time. Not only just panels, which we'll have, but also people with information that can help the community, whether it's wallets, whether it's how to protect yourself. A lot of the stuff that you hear people talk about with trust and other things like that. So it's going to be incredible, guys. I'm not going to mention everybody. I know for a fact that John Deaton gave me the thumbs up. Paul Barron said get him the information so he can work it in his schedule. So we got a lot of people that we're going to be reaching out to. This is going to be my week of reaching out, or probably the next couple of days. But it's going to be off the chain, man. I'm super excited. So XRP Las Vegas Meetup 2026 is going to be exciting. Again, Bitcoin conference is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Our event is Wednesday, and then Kime's event is Thursday, Friday. So it fits right in the middle of everything. It's going to be absolutely epic. It's going to be so much fun. Can't wait. Amen to that, sweetheart. I love my wife, huh? My best friend, also my drug dealer. I didn't know my wife got me hooked on coffee about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. And yeah, I ain't been right ever since. Kind of like smoking Friday, huh? Ooh, yeah. Let me stop. All right, let's get right into it, guys. Market, 2.86 trillion. Damn. Are we down a bit? I think so. Bitcoin barely at 84,000. Trying to hang in there by a penny. Let me stop. Ethereum right now back under 3,000 by quite a bit. 27 and some change. We got BNB at 859. XRP? What? $1.78? Good Lord, huh? Up but down, but up but down. Just saying. It's okay. Solana 116, 61. Know what you hold. TRX right now 29 cents. Dogecoin coming at 11 cents. ADA at 33 cents. BCH 555. We got Chainlink at 1094. XLM 19 cents. ZEC down a bit. 348. We got let's see. Sui right now at 129. HBAR at 10 cents. Shiba at 5 zeros on the 7. That's Cinco Zeros and Siete, huh? For those of you guys, Rosetta Stone or part Puerto Rican like I am. I got a D minus. Good Lord. My mother was a little bit embarrassed about that. How'd you get a D minus? You know we're Hispanic. I was like, Mama, stop it. Crow 8 cents. Dot at 172. We got Uniswap at 432, guys. We got let's see, Aave right now at 144. Pepe, you got any? I don't. Doesn't matter. It's number 41 on core market cap. 5 zeros and a 4. Near. Let's make it clear, huh? 135. ICP right now 303. We got Aster 60 cents. Down but up, but down but up. You know what I mean. Ondo right now at 30 cents. We've got what else we got up in here? RLUSD is moving on up. Everything's going down. It's going on up at 52 on core market cap. Gotta love that. Matic right now at 11 cents. Shouts out to Nestforce. He says, at God, I'm a firm believer. Who knows if the market's going up or down, and what will happen if you're taking profits because they can disappear real fast. Yeah, amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Amen to that. Man, that's why you got to take those profits. Don't worry about what nobody else saying. Take, and if you don't need them, don't worry about it. But if you got enough, have the take profit bag. I'm going to hold on for a long time. Hey, not financial advice. By the way, guys, if you guys are tuning in for the first time, if you're watching this on a repeat, my name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2007. My God, I'm going on my 9th year in crypto this year. We started this channel about 3 years ago in November. I think it was November 10th. But also remember, nothing we talk about in the show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I'm not a financial advisor. That's all I got to say about that. Let's move on. And we, by the way, we represent the greatest family on planet Earth. EARF, huh? Crypto for life. You damn straight. Okay, where we at? Algo right now, 11 cents. We got Arbitrum at 15 cents. Trump coin down 75, almost $76. Down a lot. Filecoin right now, 117. We got QNT right now, 72.12. VChain doing this thing at 009. What? Woo! Boy, there's some discounts up in here. Flare, don't you dare sleep on Flare at 1 Oh, there's some discounts. VChain back under a penny? Whoa. Sheesh. You get a whole in the sheets for that one. XTC right now at 3 cents. We got Jupiter right now at 20 cents. They're trying to tank the market. Cake right now at 178. We got XTZ, one of the OGs in the space. 50 cents. That's 2 for $1. Optimism. I know it's hard to have it right now, but the market's going down. But good Lord, huh? Know what you hold. Stacks, just like the song we play here each and every day. No affiliation. Stack it up, huh? By Crypto Tales. Stacks right now is 28 cents. 6.8. What year was your best year in crypto? Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, that's a best year in crypto? That's a hard one. Probably, if you're saying like the biggest, like massive upside swing was probably last bull run. Yeah, last bull run, what, 4 years ago? 4 years ago, whatever that was, 2021 or whatever it was, whatever the last bull run was. Yeah, it was bananas. It was nutty. 6-8 lost his marbles on that one. Not mean lost my marble, but just, yeah, it was like, what the hell? Where all this come from? Lord, so I would probably say last bull run for sure. Because last bull run, everything went crazy. I mean, think about it. Some of these assets, guys, let me get through this real quick. I'm going to say, okay, we're done with the markets. That's enough. That's enough. All right, so and the reason I say that, I want to Mr. God in the making is because there were coins. I'm gonna give you an example, bro. Like Shiba, like $1,000 investment in Shiba. That bull run sent it to like damn near 800,000. I mean, it was just crazy. It was stuff like Polkadot went from $3 to $56. Like it just like so yeah, definitely the last bull run. If you understand. And I was extremely diversified and had huge positions in all these assets. And since then, I've kind of consolidated and moved more into the main things, right? But a lot of these, like Uniswap, I had a lot of Uniswap. I had a lot of these coins, man. Link, Crow went the fuck. See, Brooklyn came out. Good Lord, y'all forgive me for that one. Crow went to freaking. I meant to say word freaking. Went to 96, almost 97 cents. So I mean, just think about some of these coins when you're looking at them right now. Like again, Polkadot 172 went to $56, bro. Come on, man. Shiba. Yeah. So I to answer your question, I would say the last bull run. Do you believe this one will be bigger than your last? I would say when this plays out for sure, right? Like when everything plays out, brother. And again, I don't want to make it about me. I know you're asking questions, but I would just say that when everything plays out, meaning that because we're in a look. I mean, and here's why I say this: some of these coins, man, are not even close to where they were at. Now, for me personally, I don't need some of these coins to do what they did before, like Shiba, because I had this moment, and just kind of doing some due diligence and talking to some different people and doing my own research. I had this moment where instead of being into a lot of different things, I consolidated into a tight, just, a handful of things. So when I had a lot of different things. And then I took all that capital and focus on like a handful of things, like real world utility things, and besides other things that I have, but what it did is so even though a lot of these, I'm trying to say it without saying it, so. Because on here, brother, trust me, Mr. God in the making, a lot of people here, you say something positive, they think you're bragging, and it's not even about that for me. I hate that. But that's how people are. People are typically haters, and they can't. I try to share things and give people hope, and then people take, oh my God, he bragging. It's not that, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. But utility, yeah. So for me now, brother, I'm utility, facts, and your H bars, your algos, your XRP, your XLM, your XDCs, your QNT, that kind of stuff. IOTA, those main things. Along with some sprinkles, obviously you got your Bitcoins and other things, but but like Shibas and stuff like that, I'm totally out of it. Totally out of it, because I had to have that talk to myself, and then after talking to some people in the space and just being a student of the game, this is a utility run. So 2017 was a hype run. It was all hype. There was none of this regulatory and there's so much gray areas, and that's when Sam Bankman, like everybody was winning. And there was so much crap in the market, it was a hype cycle. And then 21 to me was a, what's the word I always use? It was a hype cycle, and then it was a speculative. So 21 to me was a speculative cycle. Oh, this is going to happen. We're going to do this, because that's what they all do, bro. Look, I've been around this game long enough to know that's why people get, oh my God, look what this coin's doing, and this coin's doing that, and everybody just it's like they jump in and they jump into the narrative of whatever these people are selling. We're going to do this, and we're going to do payments, and we're going to do, and it all sounds good. But the problem is that people feed into what they realize people want to hear. So that there goes that speculative cycle in 21. Q1 and Q. They put it out just far enough to get everybody to jump in, and then some of those companies aren't even here, bro. That, like, I've been around for going on 9 years. Some of these companies are, some of the top 150. Wait for it. 20 coins aren't even here anymore, and that's what's so crazy. So, for me, it was consolidating and investing in things that were going to change the world, things that were going to affect everything from a utility perspective. That's what I went hard in. So to answer your question, will this year be? It's not really a year. It's when utilities shine, because again, we went from hype cycle, speculative cycle. This is a utility cycle, and so I know, a lot of people expect things like, oh my God, The reason we're not seeing this, and look, I want people to remember this. Back when I got in this space, 17, all the way through the last bull run, all the way up until just recently, everybody kept saying a big percentage of these assets aren't going to make it. Like, you hear Brad Garlinghouse, you hear Canary Capital CEO, you hear a lot of big, what's my man, Sal Gassardi, like, all these big time people, Jake Claver, Zach Rector, I bring them both up because of both my boys. But a lot of these people, Paul Barron, a lot of people say 90-some% of these assets aren't going to make it. The problem is people get so hooked on what it did. Oh my God, but it did this in 17. Okay, hype. It did this in 21. Speculative. It's utility now. And so the problem is people are going back and looking at, well, this did that. I get it. But there's a reason I got out of some of these coins, because I don't believe some of these assets are going to do what they did before. I think the longer we've gone with hype and speculation, now it's like check up from the neck up. Now it's utility. Now it's like in your face. What are you going to do? And there's things that have gotten better. There's assets that have come out that are better. So I just think there's going to be a rude awakening for people. I believe that the one thing I always say, and I always tell myself, is that a master of too many things becomes a master of nothing. So if you spread out, like, I got $500 in this coin with 15 zeros. Okay, God bless you. God bless you if it worked, because I know it can work out. But I think there were times that those things would work out. Now I know people right now that have gotten rich in memes over the last 12 months, right? But the people I'm talking about were at the top of the pyramid, if you will. They were at the top of they were the ones that had their money in place before it even got out on Twitter and got out on they jump into what they call pump and dumps. That's what they're doing. They got rich off of pump and dumps. And so I know some people personally that have become millionaires off pump and dumps, and I just know them from being around them, whether it's from a personal perspective or in this industry. And I personally can't get down with that, because I can't. I don't know if John Singh was here, but I remember there was a time I was a part of the situation. I was at the very top, one of the top people, and I walked away from that as soon as I find out there was an integrity. I can't deal with anything that's meaning that, like, even we have our own community coin. You don't see me shilling Shikaka. Like, it's really meant for something. It's really meant for what we're doing and some of the things that we're trying to do and make the community. It's a community asset. We're doing movies, we're doing stuff, but you don't see me shilling it, because I keep it real, and I'm not that kind of person that's gonna. And me and Mike, my partner, that and some of the other, we've committed ourselves. We're not taking anything. We don't need anything from it. We've both done very good in our personal lives and our business lives and in crypto. We're not so we're not one of those pump and dumps and trying to. Hell no. You can look at see the wallets, not touching nothing for years to come, because we don't need to. It's about building something real and doing right by our family. So, but I know people who've done that. So the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that it's not that you can't make money in some of those things out there, but it's like Trump coin. Look at this is our president's coin. Everybody got in, and yet the only one you see in Forbes magazine is his son and his family. Oh, they made hundreds of millions, and they're going to make billions. Yeah, of course. And it's down to freaking $4, right? But there's a lot of people got in thinking, so you just got to be careful. I'm not crapping on anybody's investment. I'm just saying that this is a utility run, and this is where it's check up now, like checkmate. It's checkmate. And I think some of these assets may not get back to where they were at. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. But you just got to catch and right now the vibe and the wave is utility. It's that thing that everybody laughed at when XRP was sitting at 12 cents and 15 cents and 20 cents and 50 cents for all those years, and now it's where it's at. So you want to talk crap on an asset that's $1 something, but it's okay. Bitcoin was also 4 cents at one point. So anyways, it is what it is. And that's kind of how I see it. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these assets, I don't know if they're going to go back up or not. I don't know, and it's not my place to say whether whether this, but I just think that some of this technology has gotten passed up, and may even to some degree not be relevant. And a lot of stuff that people are saying is just BS, man. I've been around this long enough to see some amazing assets gone. Things that you thought, oh my God, they got smart, man. That's what they do. They're very good at building a facade, at putting together a perfect facade, because they realize the average person is full of hopium, and they're going to get your money on hopium. They're going to get rich, and you're not. And so, yeah, utility to me is the way to go, not financial advice. Nothing I talk about on the show should ever be considered deemed financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Facts. All right, let's move on. Hope you guys got it. Okay, by the way, guys, if you guys don't know, we're already 30 minutes in the damn show. Hustle Hard and Crypto's in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Hustle Hard. Got to go, fam. Have more shoveling to do. Okay, yeah, for sure. And that's for us. I'll see you Saturday. So anyways, guys, let's get back to what we're talking about. Right now, we're live on YouTube, live on X, live on IMUTV. If you have a Roku TV, you can download the app IMUTV. You can also go on Android through the Google Store and download IMUTV. You'll see us live. We're also on Fire Stick. And, yeah, okay, that's smart. Yeah. And, I can't say what to do because I'm not a financial advisor, but that's pretty smart. So, yeah, you can watch us on IMUTV, Fire Stick TV, and soon Apple TV. So appreciate you guys who made your way. We're a little small knit community, but we're a tight community nevertheless. Okay, guys, let's get into it. So it says, this is from Chad Steingraber. It says, CFTC just stated they are not waiting for crypto market law, for the crypto market law to pass. They are moving forward with clear progress on rules and regulations. They will adopt any laws from Congress in the future. Wow. Really? Wait a minute. SEC and CFTC giving opening remarks stating they are unified in a future vision of crypto and its role in the global financial markets. Fireside chat after opening. Okay, so basically they're saying they're ready to move forward. They're not waiting, because I think what it is they realize what's happening. They realize that there's a bias narrative or a bias what these guys are doing. And I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna be showing about that bias, about insider trading, about a lot of stuff. Like, they're trying to protect their honey hole, guys. Like, these guys, banking cartels, certain politicians, they're trying to protect their freaking their money whatever you want to call it. They got a monopoly right now. They've got this thing that's making them crazy rich, and they don't want to give that up, and so so they're like, look, man, we're going to move forward. We're not going to wait for this because y'all want to sit there and play. They realize it's a political game of it's kind of like when we go into certain countries. Is it really about helping the people? Is it really about stepping in and doing the right thing? Or is it about the damn oil? Come on, keep it a buck. Really? Come on, right? We know. People aren't stupid. So that's what the CFTC said, man. Y'all go over there and do all that. But at the end of the day, you got to understand there's certain things in place like XRP that has legal clarity. That, right? Clarity would be great and all that clarity, but hey, it's already set. And then that recent dismissal of some other things that were sitting there. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I covered the other day. What was it? The appeal and some other things that they had. They were trying to bring against Ripple or whatever, and they all got dismissed. This is over. So right now, if you want to look at the most legally. Or the asset with the most legal clarity right now that's gone through everything as far as not being a security, as far as being able to move forward, it's XRP. So we'll see how all this plays out, guys. It's going to. So, yeah, there's things they can do right now that we don't need to be waiting for everything. That's a fact. I like that. Okay, so it says how Ripple, Stellar, and Algorand will be part of the European ledger. Target 2. TS2 is Europe's high-value payment and securities settlement platform, essentially the European version of SWIFT. Okay. I think I covered this a while back with Smoke. Shouts out to my man Smoke for this. You guys get a chance. Make sure you guys go over and follow him. So Target 2, TS2, is Europe's version of SWIFT. Okay, got it. In the article linked below, they discuss the transformation of traditional Target 2, which is their SWIFT-like system platform, into a DL2-based single financial market infrastructure for Europe, referred to as the European ledger. As shown in the next three documents, Ripple, Algorand, and Stellar That's what, see, that kind of going back what I was telling Mr. God in the making. Utility, baby. Utility, baby. Ain't no damn hype. It's utility. And trust me, these guys aren't playing the hype game, the speculative game, the what if, the BS. No, guys, look, you got to have your damn I's dotted and T's crossed to be doing any of the things that's going on. Compliant on all levels. So it says, as shown in the next three documents, Ripple, Algorand, and Stellar are all highlighted as potential technologies to be integrated into Europe's financial ecosystem, particularly with Target 2, which is, again, their Swift version, their American version of Swift, or their European version of Swift. Direct integration between Algorand's DLT platform and Target 2. Target 2 can be leveraged virtual currency infrastructure such as Ripple. EURD is currently supported on both the Stellar and Algorand blockchains. Okay, the article explains it as explains it well. Central banks provide the rails and market participants supply the trains. Okay, Ripple, Stellar, Algorand equal market participants. Rail equals DLT based Target 2, which again is like their Swift. Trains equal XRP, XLM, and Algo. It's all right here, guys. If you guys want more information, this is one of the things I love about my man Smoke. Documentation. He always finds, he always does his due diligence and finds the documentation. Documentation beats conversation every day, or speculation every day of the week. You gotta love it. Okay, let's keep it going. Appreciate you, Silver Days. Let that sink in. You damn straight, huh? XRP is the only crypto with legal. That's a fact. Would you say, Mr. God says, the banks trying to limit them? Doesn't make sense why banks have say so in the whole different. Yeah, man, but come on, they run everything, brother. The banking cartel. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go over and watch my. I know it's been over a year, but go over and watch my my videos with Linda. I always bring up Linda P. Jones and Molly Elmore because they really hit this hard. It was Molly Elmore. I pulled out a clip. Now there's a full video on this. This is about a year ago, maybe over a year ago, and. There was another one, Linda P. Jones, and they were talking about the banking cartels, the pay to play. Which, again, if you guys have, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't, Mr. What's my man's name again? Mr. God in the Making. You haven't watched it, so I'm gonna put it up here. Or I don't know if you have watched. Have you watched Rig from the Start, Mr. God in the Making? Have you watched Fruition Productions, Rig from the Start? If you haven't watched it, go to Fruition Productions. It's actually fruitionproductions.com. Okay, they got money distributed, but it's fruitionproductions.com. You could find them right here on X. It's Fruition Productions. They got a new one. I just talked to Maya the other day. She reached out to me. But it's fruitionproductions.com. Fruition. I'm always trying to educate the family for real. Productions. Is it on there? Okay, right there. .com. And go watch Rig from the Start right here, brother. Go watch this. If you guys need to know about, why and how and all that, I'm not gonna. Matter of fact, this is a short. How much is it? What is this? How far is this damn thing? So I always talk about going and watching them. I'm sure you guys a preview of it real quick, and you guys can go check it out on your own. But go to Rig from the Start. It says buy, but you can actually watch it for free now. I think it's like on Tubi or something like that, or one of those platforms.
SEC is preparing to sue that crypto startup. The asset in question here is called XRP.
Jay Clayton drops this lawsuit on his last day in office, like mission accomplished.
We became convinced that this whole case was merely a show.
The SEC has become a rogue agency.
And our approach.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, it's a fire. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but because I got a lot to talk about. But Rig from the Start by Fruition Productions. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It is a game changer. It explains to you exactly. Yeah, you got to, my brother, and your brother 68J is actually in the documentary as well. They showed me a couple times. So, but no, it's I watched it. I'm in the damn thing, and I remember I went up to get interviewed right before David Shorts, Joe Katz, when they were doing the interviews, and I walked out the room. He walked out. I said, "What's up, D?" And he's like, "What's up, man? Who the hell are you?" Let me stop. But no, it's a great documentary. But I watched it several times, and every time I watched it, I learned something new, and it really does give you the big blueprint of what's going on, what happened with Ethereum, the Ethereum Foundation, the scandal, who they paid, what they did, people getting paid, this crazy attack against XRP and Ripple, but we prevailed, we won. And so That's why, this asset is in the position it's in right now. But definitely go watch that. That'll help you answer a lot of your questions, brother. Okay, right here it says Senate Agriculture Committee advances crypto market structure legislation. This is, I think, what somebody had pointed out here just a while ago. I said, okie dokie, sounds good, but hey, we need clarity, baby. So hopefully some of this stuff get the markets moving in the right direction. Boom shakalaka, huh? Shikaka coin, guys. Make sure you guys go check it out. Here's all our information. I'm going to be talking to the director here soon about when our movie will be completely, hopefully next month. And we'll let you guys know. In Regal Theater soon, hopefully. Okay, Dom and Phil are doing great things. Shouts out to Dom and Phil. My man Dom says, great meetings with Ripple and Easy A teams this week. Getting ready for RLUSD to go live on Easy App soon. So it sounds like they're doing some pretty big things. I'm really excited about what these guys got going on. Shouts out to my man Dom, always a real one. And definitely enjoy the things and looking forward to some of the things they got going. So shouts out to those guys. Here we go again. They are willing to hurt all Americans, America and Americans, to protect their greedy ass monopoly, which is our financial system. And so, yeah, this is talking about, it says U.S. Senate blocks the spending package, increasing the risk of a government shutdown. So, I mean, guys, these guys are willing, these greedy son of a guns are willing to do whatever they have to do to keep their pockets fat and keep their monopolies, going. So just sickening. SEC and CFTC expect to sign agreement on crypto oversight. I think maybe this got done. This is I think I put this up before. I saw the other thing of them saying they're going to move forward. So we'll see how that plays out. But to me, everything is blah, blah, blah. Because you can say what you want to say. What I do is I come over here and I look at these damn markets. Right? So a lot of manipulation right now going on in crypto. A lot, and everything, But shouts out to all those who are early investors in gold and silver. I know you guys got to be excited right now because even though it's got a little bit of a pullback, a lot of pullback, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay, here we go. Manipulation all at once. This is what I was going to talk about. Massive crash in the market. Gold is down 8.2% and has wiped out nearly $3 trillion from its market cap. $3 trillion? God, that's more than the whole damn crypto market. $3 trillion wiped out? Good God. Silver dumped 12.2% and erased 760 billion, my God, from its market cap. The S&P 500 has fallen 1.23% and erased 780 billion. Nasdaq crashed more than 2.5% and wiped out 760 billion. Trillions erased across metals and equities in the last hour. Now, there's some people I know make money. I know, my son does day trading and stuff like that. So I went downstairs. He said, Dad, he made money off of the market going down. So, some people could do that. I personally just stay on the sidelines. But he is an expert at what he does. He's been doing it for some time now. And, he's doing very well. Very proud of my son. But he doesn't do crypto. He does S&P stuff, that the stocks and all that stuff. Okay, the manipulation is real. Bitcoin Teddy says, this dump was completely unexpected. I've been studying technical analysis my whole life. There were zero signs, typically how they like it. If anyone saw this coming, you're a genius because it was pure market manipulation, possibly impossible to predict. I'm sorry. And I do agree with that, guys. There's a lot of manipulation in the space. However, shouts out to Cassie Trade. She said, the plan has not changed. The plan has not changed. What's up, Hustle Hard? Hey, guys, look, at the end of the day, we're still where we need to be at. You can see we're in this, what is it, it must have been a 1, 2, 3 over here, 3, 4, 5, and then boom to the upside. So she's saying, hey, nothing has changed. Lock in. Know what the hell you hold. Crypto for life, Chicago Coin family, XRP Army. Let's take a pause and give a love out to all those who support this incredible family. This is for you.
This one, does it like it is. Got them switching gears, new Ferrari with the 10s. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying.
Oh, don't go nowhere. We got a whole lot more to go.
Bags, I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing let money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
SEC gets exposed. That's exactly what you're going to learn if you go there and watch Fruition Production. Rick from the start. SEC got exposed, baby. Ripple 1-6-0. Let's keep it going. Okay, 0 Democrats voted in favor of advancing the crypto market structure legislation in the Senate Agriculture Committee. 0 Democrats voted. 0. Good God. They be hating, huh? Trying to keep those pockets fat. We're going to swing in a different direction, guys. I saw this morning from Scottie Pippen. Was it this morning or yesterday? yesterday. He put out, he said it's 1:52 a.m. Just woke up from a dream. Haven't seen Satoshi in a while. In a while, some of them ain't never seen damn Satoshi. I know who the hell he is. He says haven't seen Satoshi in a while. All he said was, "I'm about to wake it up." Then I woke up. Man, Scotty been having a whole lot of dreams lately, huh? Mr. 33 from the Chicago Bulls. Let's see what Scotty had to say about his interaction with Satoshi, and the fact that Michael Saylor's face tells it all. I think he kind of was a Bull fan until Scotty said. I think he probably watched all the Bull games because when Scotty said he knew Satoshi, Michael was like, let's check it out.
You mentioned you met Satoshi in Seattle in 1993. He also came to you in a dream. You have a nice relationship with Satoshi.
I feel like I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a story to tell.
You have a nice relationship with Satoshi.
I feel like I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a
He was like, man, you full of Chicago. Good Lord, what?
story to tell. Definitely have an opportunity to.
And then he just went back to, okay, this dude crazy. Shuts out to a man, Scottie Pippen. All love, baby.
Meet him back in 1993.
I'm done with that.
You mentioned
No, we ain't mentioned a damn thing because, Lord. Oh, now I got the giggles. Let me stop. Woo! Okay, I need some coffee. Damn. Why don't you call, what did I put up there? I know I put something stupid up there. What did I put? I said, yo, Scottie Pippen, could you reach out to your homeboy Satoshi and ask him what in the hell is going on with BTC and Bitcoin right now, BTC/Bitcoin, on behalf of the rest of us who have no idea who he, she, or they are. Wait a minute, you said him, so call his ass up and find out what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. I got tears in my eyes right now. I need to pause.
I'd be better off from selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I ain't when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. Watching TikToks on my new wristwatch. Hit the Vegas crypto meetup. Hello, nice to meet you. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady.
Vegas crypto meetup. He said it right here.
Hello, nice to meet you. Shower DAI.
Vegas crypto meetup. My man TR Gurley's in the house, guys. John Singh 6'8", guys. We about to bring the most epic event ever. April 29th, Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Awards, panels, incredible sponsors. It is an epic freaking event. Oh my God. If you thought last year was amazing, you ain't seen nothing. If you think you can't afford to go to the $2,000 version of what's going on, we got the $2,000 version. I promise you it's next level. It's next level. And my man TR went even down on the price. $199? Early bird, oh my God, starting off, and then obviously the price goes up if you wait. But I'm telling you right now, last year, everybody was fighting. I had influencers begging me to come. Jay, can you get him in? And I felt so bad. So this year, we got a bigger venue, so we don't hold. And plus, there's other communities that are coming, guys. It's going to be a game changer. That's all I got to say about that. A lot of big things, flyers, announcements coming soon. Lock in Wednesday, April 29th. 10 to 6 with a VIP dinner at 7 o'clock is going to be absolutely freaking amazing. How do I know? We got a guy who throws some of the biggest events globally. You think I'm playing? If you knew who this guy was in here, you might see TR. But man, y'all have no idea what this guy does. So I partnered up. You know, sometimes you got to shake loose all that, you know, all those go to another level, and my God, did we go to another level. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. You damn straight. Let's move on. Okay, here we go. Scotty, call it Satoshi already. What? Gold market can jump 1.75 trillion today. Bitcoin total market cap is 1.78. Gold lost more in market cap than the entire crypto market cap. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, guys, you know how it is, guys. I put this up before. I'm put it up again. Has it been easy? No. I've been in this thing going on 9 years. Has it been easy? No. Has it been worth it? Hell yeah. What? Are you serious right now? Look, I wish I could say some of the things that crypto's done for me, but I know how it is. People say, hey, oh my God, you're bragging on your... No, bruh. 9 years ago, I sat back going, man, what the hell is going on in this room in Spain? They invited me to Spain. I went and looked. I said, what the hell is Bitcoin? Nothing's been the same since. So is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Hell yeah. The only difference between where you're at and where you're going is time. And in between that time, don't make mistakes. I tried to trade. I took courses. My journey in the beginning was trying to figure out. I didn't even have anyone like me. I didn't have a lot of these amazing people you see today weren't around. A lot of these guys weren't even around during that time. So, or at least their shows weren't into the capacity that they are now. So the amount of support, the amount of knowledge, the amount of and the documentation and the fact that you can go out and see, like it back in the day, you had to have vision. Today, you just got to do some damn research and figure out, hey, oh my God, everything's changing. And who's at the center of everything? I don't know. Maybe the guy over there having beef bourguignon with the president. Huh? Addressing the Senate. Huh? At the crypto summit on the right of the president. I'm just saying. Come on now. Who did Trump put on social media? Was it Stickman coin? Skunk G-string coin, or was it XRP? You tell me.
AI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. A moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no tears. The fear selling and I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon in?
Come on.
It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing.
What?
Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one? Bag it up.
Okay, you saying you can't hear it? Okay, hold on. You can't hear it? Wait a minute. Hold on. Can anybody else hear me? Let's go to my YouTube. Bullish Big D in the house. Let me go to my YouTube real quick, guys. So you guys are telling me y'all can't hear anything I'm saying right now? Let's see. Oh wow. What the hell's wrong with my sound? You said something. Oh yeah, my sound's good. I had to try. I had my volume. I had my damn volume all the way down to 0. I was like, damn. Hustle Hard and XRP's got a point. Yeah. So I'm live. Hustle Hard. See, I can hear it. See? Yeah. Yeah, it's live. I can hear it. It's sound. You know what it is, Hustle Hard, in your defense of what you're saying is sometimes we can hear you. Sometimes on my there's this thing down here. I can't put the camera, and I get the touching stuff when I'm talking, like I get fidgety. It's a damn coffee. I told my wife to get decaffeinated. Y'all pray for me. And what happens is I touch the little, there's like a little USB that goes in that controls my mic, and every time I touch it sometimes it goes off and on, and it's like a habit. Like that's what happens when you're a coffee crackhead. Let me stop. Y'all pray for me. Let's move on. So guys, so let's keep it going. No capital gains tax. Guys, look, this is what I'm talking about right here. No, I saw that. Where was this at, guys? What country? I think I mentioned it the other day. There's a country that actually eliminated capital gains tax on crypto, all of crypto. Anybody knows who that is? I know I put this out. Damn it! I thought I shared it, but no capital gains tax on American crypto. We need to get this done, Trump. Promises made, promises kept. That's what we need. But there's someone somewhere, sweet as I'm back and have sound. Okay, shouts out to my brother. But there's some country that just announced no capital gains tax on crypto. Was it Sweden or something like that? Hopefully, Germany. After 1 year, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna they need to get some stuff done. Or there's gonna be a whole lot of people like, hasta la vista. I ain't lying, bro. Like, yeah, whatever. Let's move on. XRP gold. XRP's gold-like characteristics will drive demand for it as a risk asset. Document. I like this. Let's read it. XRP shares the cash-like or gold-like characteristics that attract many speculators to Bitcoin and other digital currencies. Like gold, digital currencies have historically done well in times of increased banking system stress or bouts of sovereign risk when investors seek to reduce counterparty risk. Apart from these isolated episodes, XRP and other digital currencies have not shown any meaningful correlation to to other risk assets like equities or traditional commodities. So yeah, I think for me, I should open this up. That's why I was missing words. But I think for me, it's cool from a retail perspective, but I just think that, XRP big numbers aren't going to come from any of us, but I definitely appreciate that posting. But yeah, it's not the numbers we're talking about, those future, life-changing numbers is not going to come from people like you and I. It's going to come from institutional adoption, facts. And certain things being implemented, right, for the utility perspective. Gold just added the entire Bitcoin market cap to its value today and then lost it this morning. Okay, Adam Livingston put this out. Okay, so let's check this out. He says, I thought this was interesting. I couldn't share it without losing all his information, so I'm going to read through this. Okay, I thought this was interesting, so I'm going to read it to you guys. God, I got a lot to go through still. The banks are pissing themselves. They've just realized that some autistic crypto startup in a WeWork with 20 million in T-bills and a React front end is about to nuke the entire 17 trillion U.S. deposit base by offering 4.9% yield on a stablecoin, while J.P. Morgan gives you 0.01 in a debit card that expires in 2 years. See, this is why they want the control, because the way that the whole thing with the banks and the interest and stuff like that on stable coins, because they realize we would make the money. Can you imagine that these mother effers are getting all this percentage and they're offering us 0.01%? Right? That's crazy. They're greedy, bro. That's what it's all about. But that's not fair. Every bank lobbyist ever. Oh, that's what they're saying. That's not fair, but that's not fair. Now the banking system, this Godzilla made of soy, duct tape, and 11,000 physical branches is whining to Congress like, quote, "This isn't fair. If people can earn yield on dollars outside the bank, they might leave the bank," end quote. And he says, no shikaka. Or, he said, no, I'm not going to say it. Sometimes the Brooklyn comes out, I'll say it. That's the point. You locked everyone into a zero yield Ponzi for a decade while printing $7 trillion, and now you're shocked people want out. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're having the problems we have, guys. They want us to stay in the matrix. They're trying to keep us in a financial slave-driven system. I say it all the time. A financial slave-driven system. Whether it's the interest we make, they don't want us making interest on our own money, which is ridiculous. Why? Because, hey, let's keep the slaves. Let's keep the... That's literal, and I don't want to offend anyone in regards to the slavery. This has got nothing to do with it. We're talking about financial slavery, but they want to keep us in this system. A system where you go out there and you bust your ass. I talk about it all the time. You like from a work perspective or a job perspective, you trade time for money. You do just enough so that the job won't fire you. They pay you just enough not to quit, and then you got to work your ass till you get really old. They keep moving that bar, by the way, so you can retire on a percentage when you get old of what barely got you by in the first place. It's a effed up matrix of a slave-driven system, and this is why they're fighting not to pass the things that we need passed, guys. This is what it's all about, because they're getting rich. What's that old thing that in Tell songs? They don't want you to get rich but die trying. That was a freaking bar. That was a bar. I love when I hear stuff. They don't want you to get rich but die trying. That's what it's all about. They want you to make enough money to go get you a nice little car, a nice new car. Like, oh my God, I got a car, a new car, and an apartment or a house, whatever it is. Just what they've put out there to be the basic American dream. No, man, God didn't put us here. Look, man, I'm not going to get into, because again, I try to stay from a political standpoint. I know I got kind of excited when things changed. I was like, Trump and make America great again. I've kind of calmed myself down a little bit, but I try not to go too much into political, religious, and things like that. All I'm going to say, guys, is God didn't put us here to be broke and poor or to be slaves to anybody from any aspect, whether it's financial and otherwise. So, we're here to thrive. We're supposed to be people of abundance. And what it is a lot of us were born into a system that was already set, the matrix, a system that was already set. If you just get yourself a car and do a little bit better than your mom and dad, you're going to be okay. Meanwhile, we keep robbing and stealing and cheating and inside trading. Oh, we're going to get to that. Oh, we got a lot more to talk about. That's for damn sure. Okay. So what's next? You're going to sue? Uh-oh, that's crazy. What he says, no S. That's the point. You locked everyone up into a zero yield Ponzi for a decade while printing $7 trillion, and now you're shocked people want out. What's next? You're going to sue water for being wet? Oh, my God. Bars. This is a regulatory street fight between code and bureaucracy, between global liquidity that settles in 5 seconds and the rotting husk of Bretton Woods wearing a suit made of FDIC pamphlets. My God, he's dropping bars. He's dropping, but good. I married a German. Shouts out to TR. Once stablecoins take over, and we all have wallets on our phones, peer-to-peer sending. Yeah, no, I agree, bro. This is and XRP starts. Yeah, it's a game, and they know that. Brother, good, Mr. God in the making. If you want to give yourself a damn treat, if you don't do nothing else, I say, and trust me, nothing I say is financial advice. Go watch Rick from the start. Go watch it, and when you're done watching it, when you watch it, let it sink in, bro. This was all to stop what's happening right now. That's what it was all, and they realize. There's a reason Trump put XRP first on truth. The number one asset in America, XRP, followed by Solana ADA. There's a reason. They knew it. They tested it. The SEC guys, look. That's like I'm saying. Everything that's happening right now to me is I'm excited because the thing that they tried to stop, they couldn't. And then what they're trying to do now is slow it down. So they tried to this whole rig from the start. This whole thing explains what happened. A lot of you guys have seen it, right? But then they lost 6-0. They even to the point where judges were like, "These guys are lying. You're altering documents." I mean, it's kind of like what they said right here. What did he say in this thing right here? I think they said it where
The last several years have been just. This was merely a show.
The SEC has become a rogue agency.
that part. The SEC became a rogue agency. The banking cartels got the SEC that was once, deemed, the protector of the people. The banking cartels padded hands. People were getting paid $15 million. Jay Clayton, these guys were getting paid to bring on these. The day you retire, you bring this action, then you retire. These guys, that's what Rick from the start. They did everything they could to destroy, not disrupt. They're trying to disrupt it now, to destroy the way everything was going. It's all here, bro. Go watch Rick from the start. It's all there. And if you think you know, watch the damn thing again. I'm telling you, it was big for me because being a part of it and being connected to all these guys. That's when I was doing all my interviews. If you guys go back to our Crypto for Life channel, you'll see all these interviews I was doing with everybody was in that damn documentary. Everybody was on my show. Everybody damn was like 95% of the people on that thing was on my show, maybe 98%. And we covered all this like, a year or so ago, whenever it was. But I was doing so much research between what I know when I found out from that video, because that's all I do is due diligence. And it was crazy to see they tried everything they could to destroy it. Cost Ripple almost $200 million in legal fees. They had to pay 125. I don't know if I think they settled for a lesser amount, but like $125 million settlement, all for nothing. For they went in. If anybody don't remember, Brad Garlinghouse walked into the SEC saying, "Guys, we want to." So did all the other companies. Almost every company that walked into SEC for clarity got sued, and some of them got put out of business, like Debtbox and others. Ripple walks in, didn't even bring their damn attorney. Said, "Hey guys, we're gonna put," and showed them everything. "Oh, come on in. Come on in." Oh, Gary Dumbass Gimser. Remember that? I had Gary on my show. If y'all don't remember this. Remember Gary? I'm not going to play today, but I had Gary Dumbass Gimser on my show. Anyways, and so they did everything they could to destroy, and they lost. And during the time that they lost, like this gentleman here said, he said it. You can't make this up. This is Congress. This is Congress. The SEC became a rogue agency, lying, cheating, altering documents to try to destroy a company that was just trying to find clarity, the company that's at the forefront of the technology that is going to change the world.
Rogue agencies.
And our approach in the last several years have been.
The SEC has become a rogue agency.
Yes, they did. So if you didn't live through that, guys, that was to me one of the most, that was my, Mr. God in the making has said, what was your best time in crypto? I'll tell you the worst time in crypto. That part, knowing you were right, knowing that you had done your research, knowing that this company had never sacrificed integrity for growth like other companies, like Ethereum Foundation, and all the things they were doing. They were at the forefront. They were at the head of this thing. Between the Ethereum Foundation, the banking cartel, because Ethereum is not the same. It didn't threaten the system. XRP did. It threatened the system. Not to take over, not to do away, but to change. It was set up to complement, to help the system move in a today. Oh gosh, let me move on. My show's gonna be long as hell. Okay, let's move. Let's keep it going. You guys go watch the damn documentary. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, this is regulatory street fight. Okay, we said that. And guess what? The White House is hosting peace talks. Yes, Trump's team just invited Circle and Coinbase to sit down with Jamie Dimon and tell him that the future of dollars may not involve Jamie Dimon. That's funny as hell. You can't imagine the mood in that meeting. "Hi, Jamie." He's being facetious here, I know, but quote, he says, "Hi, Jamie. Meet Brian from Circle. He tokenizes T-bills with 6 engineers and a Discord server. He's taken 3% of your deposits and none of your regulatory costs. Thoughts?" That's kind of funny. And the funny thing about it is, even though Brian Armstrong does play a major part, what a lot of people fail to realize is that the person who's at the forefront of negotiating with the Senate and a lot of these committees is Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO. That's a fact. That is a fact. He is the numero dude. So they're talking to other people, but he's like one of the top dudes that they speak with and they consult with. The reality is that every time one of these banks say we're concerned about financial stability, what they mean is, please don't let these crypto goblins disrupt our ability to harvest yield off the lower middle class with 18% credit cards and 0% checking accounts. Wow. They want protection rackets codified into law. Like you can't afford yield on stablecoins unless you're a licensed bank. AKA, we missed that boat. We missed the boat, so let's blow up the dock. Facts. That is, this dude, I like this dude. What the hell is this dude's name again? I saw this. Who's it? Adam Livingston? Okay, I got it. Bitcoin, what's it? Bitcoin. Okay, I might have to go back and follow this dude. I like this dude. Okay, well, I like what he said in this one. Okay, so let's go back to what he said, because this is a bar. What he's saying right here is a freaking bar. And that's what it is. We missed the boat, so let's blow up the dock. That's exactly what it is. It's the same thing with Bitcoin, but some of these guys who got this big money and other people's money, because a lot of these hedge funds, a lot of these companies like your Microsoft, or your Jamie Dimon, who did everything he could to we're not going to use anybody for our company is going to get fired if they're dealing with Bitcoin. Well, guess what? The way that the world's going on, the way that a lot of these stocks and equities and things are going on, at the end of the day, they had to do something. And it's like either you jump on the boat or your ass gets left behind, which is why Michael Saylor went full-fledged after some of these other people, mainly people who got into Bitcoin first, and then obviously countries like El Salvador and stuff like that. But they got it, and they start jumping in at about 20,000 plus, which is what they said they needed to see. And so they've been dollar cost averaging from 20. I think when you look at Michael Saylor, his average is maybe like 60 to 70 grand. Based off because they continuously bought the dip when it went down from the Sam Bankman-Fried deal, but it was like 60 grand, 70, something like that, 50, something like that. But at the end of the day, guys, they missed the boat. So a lot of these guys didn't want to hear about Bitcoin at $1, $10, $100. They heard about it. I remember Kathy Wood saying she got in like at a few $100s or something like that. So they knew about it. But collectively they missed the boat. And now with XRP, same thing. They heard about it at 12 cents. They saw the damn lawsuit. They knew. They just stayed clear. And I think a lot of these people were low key behind the door. Said, "Man, hold on, let me go grab a bunch of this." So, like BlackRock, you got a XRP ETFs? I can't say. Not no. You could have just said no. I bet if he asked you if you got, I don't say another coin to piss somebody off. He'd be like, "Hell no, we don't got that." But XRP, I can't say. Well, we want you to. Well, I can't. I've got 1,700 NDAs. Let me stop. Anyway, they missed the boat. Damn straight. Banks can't compete. Let's model it. Okay. A bank, it says 11,000 branches, 75,000 tellers, legacy core system from 1982, and a CFO who thinks Solana is a fish. That's funny as hell. Circle, 25 people, 100 plus T-bill backing, 24/7 redemptions, yield stream on chain like Netflix. Now let's make this brutally simple. Who wins? The guys with marble lobbies, or the protocol that turns dollars into yield-bearing bearer assets? The banks are playing defense against stablecoin yield. But what happens when it clicks that stablecoins are just a transition vector to great points, nevertheless. Follow? No, but great points. All right, let's move on. I hold Bitcoin. I just don't do maxi stuff. It says, just imagine all technology, medicine, innovation, and by the average man that these institutions suppress. We literally would be living in a completely different world. But greed and I agree, brother. I agree. Great points. 105 million worth of crypto longs liquid. Yeah, it was a lot more than that. Breaking: BlackRock sells 102.8 million worth of Bitcoin. Selling? What happened? Huh? It feels like something big is coming. Amen to that. So we're going to get into this, guys. American liars, wanksters. I wanted to elaborate more, but American wanksters. We're going to talk about that right now. Already an hour. I almost feel like I need to come back, but we're going to keep going. Life gets amazing when you stop caring about what others have to say about you. That's a fact. Big money is accumulating XRP. You can see this right here. It says XRP was going wild. Plus 42 new mega holders, 1 million plus XRP since January 1st, 2026. 42 new mega holders of 1 million plus. Damn. First surge in September after the dip. This is bullish for the long term. Facts. Big money gets it. Max Avery comes out and says, if the exchange holding your XRP fails tomorrow, you don't get XRP back. You get a spot in bankruptcy court. Psst. A lot of people kind of learned that with that whole, was it linked to? Sheesh. That's sad. Yeah, get your assets off those damn exchanges, man. All right, let's get into what we can't talk about. The banking cartel, along with greedy politicians, are blocking us from clarity. Coinbase CEO live on Fox. Big banks are working behind the scenes to block the president's pro-crypto agenda. They want to slow down adoption. They want to control the system. They want to stop crypto. Damn it, that's what it's all about. The fight is real. Let's hear from Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO. Let's go.
Got the Genius Act passed into law, which actually did enable stablecoin rewards to happen. The banks had their own concerns, and we reached a good outcome in the Genius Act. And now the banks really are coming and trying to undermine the president's crypto agenda. I mean, these are the same banks that, debanked him and his family, right? And
not only debanked him and his family, I was shut down by 5 major banks. 5 major banks, and I will name them. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. A lot of those guys wanted nothing to do with crypto. And as soon as they saw transactions that I did, shut my ass down. So I am very familiar with what he's saying right here.
Right? And they want to come in and say that Americans should not be able to actually earn more money on their money. They're trying to protect their own profit margins, taking money out of the pockets of hardworking average Americans.
Doesn't that just piss you off? Don't that just piss? Oh, God, that pisses me off. It's like one of the things that made me so excited about crypto, coming from my background as a professional athlete, having kids that are professional athletes, being on some of the biggest stages around the world, owning businesses, owning semi-pro teams, all the things that I've done in my normal life. I realize, and I told this story 1,000 times, not everybody's 6'8" like I am. Not everybody has the opportunity that maybe and I didn't have no silver spoon. I created opportunities. I created all my opportunities. But one of the things that pisses me off, one of the things that attracted me and made, besides obviously personal gain, was when I looked up and I was in the business of helping people. I said, my God, all my family, all my friends, everybody, my loved ones, anybody I run into, anybody can do crypto. To me, it's an opportunity to dream again. So many of us had dreams. Some of us lived our dreams. Some of us didn't. Sometimes we had, and I was one of those people early on. I had kids at an early age. It altered a lot of the things that I wanted to do. It altered me being able to make me decisions. Right? I couldn't make me decisions when I had a little boy at 21 years old. So what happened in the past is a lot of us had these dreams and they were altered by responsibility. And and then we find ourselves, we got to get this job to pay this, and we got to do this to do that. And then all of a sudden the reality is you find yourself in a position where you stop dreaming. And to me, crypto gives people the ability to dream again. And to me, what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop people from dreaming. I get sick of this crap.
Margins, taking money out of the pockets of hardworking average Americans and putting it into the coffers of these big banks that are hitting record profits. And so our view is that there should be a level playing field where banks and crypto companies can lean into stablecoin legislation as an opportunity. And that includes paying rewards to Americans so that they can earn more money on their money. We got to fight to get money on our money. And that's the problem. They realize if they're not going to give it to some of these national people that are trying to get these national charter banks. Ripple, give it to Kraken. Let them pay us what we deserve. Oh, it's coming. Paul's in the house. Good to see you, Paul. It says Paul Sywick is in the house. Good to see you, Dave from Las Vegas. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it pisses me off. We get to a point where and again, I'm gonna say this kindly, we've been financially raped by the banks. We've been stuck in this damn matrix of financial slavery, and finally something happens. They didn't get it, but a lot of us did early on. And even if you got it now, you got it. But they don't want you to make no money. They don't own our money. They want us to stay in a system that's not created for us to win. That's why I get pissed off. And when I got in this thing, I was so freaking excited because I thought to myself, my God, I've seen people put in $100 and become millionaires. I didn't, again, I'm not going to talk about, but I seen it. I lived it. Anybody could have done it. Anybody that's here had 15 years ago probably had $100. What would $100 in Bitcoin and some of these assets would have done for you back then? That's what I'm telling you. The only difference between where you're trying to get to and where you're at is doing your research, finding the right, in my opinion, utility, not financial advice, and then time. As all this player, because I can't sit up here and act like I'm something. Oh, I got a crypto, a master, a PhD in crypto. Hell no. I mean, I did research. It was all out there to find. I had to navigate. I had some ups and downs. I had to, get past all the BS. There's a lot of BS in this space. A lot of crap shillers. A lot of
People don't keep it real. A lot of. Greatest thing about crypto, anybody can do it. Worst thing about crypto, anybody can do it. Once you figure that out and you navigate accordingly. But the one thing I can tell you is it just takes time. Once you got it here, they say once you change this, everything around you changes. Once you change this and you get the knowledge here of what's happening, you can see it and you position yourself, then you just sit back and go, let them fight. I ain't got to fight. Hell, you think I had to go against the SEC and all these banking cards? Ripple did it for us. The CEO did it for us. All you had to do is see it. XLM, XCC, HBAR, Algo, all of them. Position, let them go out there and fight and deal with laws and regulations. Just get yourself positioned. Because in a little bit, man, time changes everything. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, XRP Army. Greatest family on planet Earth. EARF. Let's go.
Pull up in a spacecraft and bags on us. Get into them bags with them stacks on us. In a different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. What? Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers. Told you get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust.
Okay, let me clear this up a little bit. So Esco J215, I know you remember the thing, so I want to take time to look into your deal here. So you made a comment, what pisses me off is Brad Garlinghouse is taking the side of banks. He's selling us out. No. I promise you, if you have been a student of this game, you understand that everything that Ripple has done, partnerships, look, you don't get to where you're trying to get to in this particular scenario. Right now, there's a bunch of people that's been shilling, stealing, lying, cheating, getting paid off, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all this stuff that's going on. I can name a bunch of coins that have done a whole lot of shiesty stuff. And the king of shiesty is Tether. That's a freaking fact. Documented. But ever since Ripple has been in this game, ever since they've been laying a foundation, connecting, it wasn't about destroying the system, taking over. It was about complementing, enhancing, making it better. Right? The system, the same system you're talking about. They're not selling out, brother. What they're trying to do, my man, is they're trying to get things moving forward. And stay with me for a minute, right? Because, and I get Brian Armstrong's perspective. Oh, and I'm going to stand strong, and I'm going to do it. Well, that sounds good now. Where was all that standing strong when the SEC came after Ripple and you were one of the first exchanges that delisted it in fear that they may come after you for something? It's cool. Everybody want to act like they macho and raw when it's all laid out. You're in a position now you can do that because there's protection now. The SEC, because you didn't fight the big bad wolf. He tried, remember a time, and again, I got nothing against Brian Armstrong other than this. When he had that small little situation with the SEC and things started to change, and it didn't change because of anything. He got into the latter aspect, and when Trump came in, it all went away. But we did this, and we represented crypto. No, you didn't. Y'all had a little scuffle with the SEC for months. And it got fixed when Trump came into office and things started changing. We fought the SEC for 5 damn years, damn near. 4.8 and some change years. Fines up the wazoo. You weren't the savior of nothing. You hid and ran like everybody else did. We stood 10 toes down. That's the only problem I ever had with Brian Armstrong. Now, I liked a lot of the stuff that he's doing. I got nothing but love for the dude. But facts are facts. I've been in this damn thing going on 9 years. I know what I'm talking about. Facts. His position on wanting certain things done, I get it. And what Brad was trying to say, if you go back and listen to his comments on, what Brian Armstrong said, look, we need to get this thing passed. Not saying that there can't be amendments. Brad's not saying let people get raped for their yield and on stable coins or the percentage they're rightfully owed. He's saying we need to move forward because they can keep this thing going. We fought them for 4.8 years. Do y'all want to go another 5 damn years? Let's move forward is what he's saying. It don't mean certain things you can't put amendments. That's why he said, let's come together and try to work this out. That's all he was saying. And Brian Armstrong spoke out of frustration because he wants to earn. I get it. I bet you money it ain't for they ain't never done nothing for the damn people. If you did something authentically for the people, you'd have stood 10 toes down like Uphold did when the SEC came after XRP. They stood 10. We're with you, Ripple. Hell no, we ain't gonna take this. Y'all didn't do that. So anything you're fighting for, I promise you, has more benefit for him than it does for the people. Facts. So all I'm saying is this. What Brad is trying to say is, let's move forward. Let's get to the table and move forward. Not give in, but let's move forward so we can get some forward progress. Because that's how they understand. They went through the process. If anybody knows how jinky the system is, was Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and those guys going against a corrupted ass SEC. Oh, 6-8, that's your opinion. Did you not just hear the Senate say the SEC has been found to be a rogue agency? What are you talking about? Brad went through all that and he says, hey man, hey, wait a minute. We don't want this kind of funk. We done dealt with this crap already. Let's move forward. Let's come to the table and get this worked out. That's all he was saying. So it wasn't about Brad is selling people. No, he ain't selling nobody out, bro. He ain't selling, I promise you that. I promise you that. Yeah, but brother, trust me when I tell you, it's not, it's like, so let me ask you a question, Esco J215, and this is nothing again, I'm having this conversation here. So, bill doesn't get passed, everything stays stagnant for 5 years. How do you feel? Bill does get passed, they go and they start doing some appeals in regard to because look, you get it passed, then you appeal. You get it passed, you go fight it afterwards, but you get it passed, everything starts getting implemented. You look up and all of a sudden your assets made you a millionaire. Because I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, man, look, at the end of the day, you got to worry about you and these mother effers don't care no more about you and your family than any other politician out there. They're full of crap. We need to move forward. We need to do the things and get things in place that's going to make you and your family rich. Facts. Facts. Been around this damn thing for 9 years. I became a crypto millionaire. I know what the F I'm talking about. I know. I went through the F, the ups, the downs, the ins and outs, everything. I know what I'm talking about. I was in the document. I had these conversations with all these men. I'm not trying to say I know it all, but damn it, I know more than the average person. Facts. And a lot of what I know, I don't even talk. I have those conversations with Jimmy Valley, Jake Klaver, Bragg, Zach, a lot of people who manage billions of dollars. I can't even say the names. These are the relationships that I have. And I'm not trying to go out there like a bin. I know this person. I'm just talking facts. These people watch my show. One thing I can sit up here and say, everybody from my life from 10 years to 40 years come into this show. Now, I ain't hiding nothing. And I'm not trying to say I'm right about anything. All I'm saying is I know what I am right about, and that is you should care more about you and your household than anything else. That's what I learned in business. No one gives more a care about you more than you do. Facts. So if it's dragging this damn thing on forever and you still being broke and poor and waiting and wishing upon a star for 5 years, or you could become a millionaire in the next couple 12 to 24 months, what do you want to do? Because anybody wants to say, kumbaya forever, you're full of crap. And that's what I learned. I'm not calling, I'm just saying, I personally stand by, let's move forward. And we can figure the rest out. Let's move forward and get things implemented so that people out there that are wishing upon a star for a better tomorrow get what they deserve. Not drag this damn thing out, and all of a sudden you look up and Trump is gone, and we're right back in the same crap we were in under the last administration. I'm sorry. That don't sound too good to me. Facts. If people know everything about XRP, they knew XRP wasn't created. It was always about improving the system. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always about improving the system. Facts. I'm trying to be in self. So yeah, but he's identifying most. No. And I get all that. Yeah, okay. Everyone has a different perspective. Like I said, everybody has an opinion, and I got nothing against anybody with an opinion. God bless each and every one of you guys. It is what it is. But let me tell y'all something. I love my family. I love my Crypto for Life family. I love my extended family. But what I care more about than anything in this world, is my immediate family. Everything I do and everything I've done since I've been in this space has put my family in a position where my children's children won't have to worry about shit again. And that's what it comes down to. All this, I ain't political. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. And I'm not saying because never sacrifice integrity for growth, but you need to move forward in a way that's going to get things done, that's going to benefit the people. There's nothing that's happening right now with turmoil and can't come to, because all this chaos, the only thing that's helping is them. I get what you're saying, Brian, but we can keep whooping from the mountaintop. And at the end of the day, the only ones going to continue to manipulate the system until there is clarity and until things are laid out is them. They're going to win while we are sitting around arguing. They're going to continue. That's what they want. That's what they want. I know. And I'm going to laugh my ass all the way down to my effing bank account. I'm just telling you, man. God bless you. Opinions are opinions. At the end of the day, I care about results. Been in this for 9 years. Me and my wife are living our dream. And it's because I listen to the right people. I follow the right narrative. Get caught up in everything. I know some of the smartest people in the world broke as hell. That's a fact.
Pockets of hardworking average Americans and putting it into the coffers of these big banks that are hitting record profits. And so our view is that there should be a level playing field where banks and crypto companies can lean into stablecoin legislation.
I agree with it all.
As an opportunity, and that includes.
I 100% agree with Brian Armstrong, but I also 100% agree with Brad Gerlhouse. Isn't that something? You can agree, but then also disagree on certain things. I agree with everything this brother says. If you say you're looking out for the people, okay, I'm with you. Brad Gerlhouse, if you're saying this is going to be the best thing for because these people are geniuses in what they do. But at the end of the day, if we squabble for 5 years, you don't think Brian Armstrong's worth hundreds of millions of dollars or Brad Gerlhouse worth hundreds of billions? Come on, bro. End of the day is what's best for you and I. That's a fact.
Includes paying rewards to Americans so that they can earn more money on their.
Sounds good, but you stay rich no matter what. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's move on. Okay, gold, crypto, silver. Everything is changing in real time. That's a fact. Tara says, good morning. BTC pushed all the way to the 0.5 resistance at 87.9 thousand. I updated our Discord. Okay, so she has a Discord with this level last night because when it was at the 3.382 resistance, there was still room on the RSI for it to push higher. Wave 4 seems to be finishing up now. Fishing, good Lord. I need more coffee. With this new high, it does bring up the bottom target slightly, now measuring 85.1. Damn. Is that where we're at? Oh, shoot. Sheesh. She was right on point. When did she put this out? Oh, wow. This is a couple days ago. So she was on, dang, she said this before it even happened. The last very good TA from her, and there's another one as well. What's the other young lady's name? Cassie Trades or something like that. This last wave could be difficult to reach because it's already supported on the 0.854 level and has a bullish divergence on the RSI. Wave structure is incomplete, though it needs that last final wave. Man, she was on point with this. Yeah, she was on point with that. Shouts out to Tara on that one. Okay, money, crypto, gold. I went through that already. This is absolutely insane. Gold is up nearly 25% in the last 28 days and has added 7.6 trillion to its market cap. That's 4.5x the entire Bitcoin market cap added to gold. Okay, in a month. Either the world is effed. What? Or Bitcoin super cycle is actually coming. Yeah, no, I think Bitcoin. I think the crypto. I won't go too much for the Bitcoin, but the crypto super cycle I believe is coming. Okay, tariffs mostly just threats. I agree with that. Both want the same thing. I just want the thing. Keep paying. Yeah, man. Look, at the end of the day, brother. At the end of the day, and you my family, so I can have all kinds of debates with my family. You're not wrong. I'm not wrong. We're both right in what we say. If what we say we feel is right, that's what's right. At the end of the day, I see a lot of people who are trying to act like they're saviors who were sellouts back in the day. I've been around this long enough to know. Sellouts back in the day, saviors today. I'm not saying certain things aren't needed. I'm not saying I don't want to, dude, I want to earn yield. I agree everything Brian Armstrong's saying. However, to take us, I ain't signing, we ain't gonna move forward, I ain't doing nothing. That ain't good for the movement where we need to go moving forward. That is not good. Facts. That's not gonna get us anywhere. That mindset, well, I mean, it sounds good when you're sitting on hundreds of millions and living in mansions and got fat cars and everything, but for the everyday average Joe that's been sitting around here waiting, let's move forward and figure the rest out as we go. Because here's the thing, the only thing we're talking about is moving forward so the bill gets passed. And what changed? They've been effing us our whole life. So if we get a bill that can allow crypto to explode, and then we can go back and appeal or try to get some of these things worked out later, great. They've been doing this. So we ain't getting nothing different. I know what we want, but it's what we've been getting. So we need to get, in my opinion, yes, I want everything to be perfect. But dude, some of these guys are so powerful, guys. They can keep this thing tied up and not sign and do this and keep having shutdowns and this and that and until they just keep playing the game as long as they can. until Trump is gone and we're back into something very similar to what the Biden administration had put in front of us. I'm just saying.
President Trump is getting into a tug of war over tariffs again, as you know. So let's talk about the conflict that we're seeing, as we just reported, with South Korea and also Canada.
Yeah. So as you were mentioning a little bit earlier in the report, President Trump has threatened higher tariffs from 15% to 25% against South Korea because he says that the country is not holding up its end of the deal for the trade deal that they had already negotiated earlier. And then he's also threatened Canada.
They got Trump mask. I think at the end of the day, man, Trump is playing a very strategic game of chess. It is not just Trump. It's all the people behind him trying to get things done in a narrative that's going to be advantageous for the American people in the long run.
And India as well with higher tariffs.
And by the way, if you guys didn't see yesterday's live about what the hell was it about again? The dollar losing value, guys. This is a good one. What's really happened? That was a very good stream. I don't know what some people get in there like I'm looking for you to tell me it's going to go to 1,000. No, it wasn't one of those type of streams, but it definitely tell you that these guys, everything that we're seeing right now is all being planned out. It's all playing out the way they want. They'll cause conflict. They'll cause this. They'll cause spat. They'll cause us to start getting people to argue, and we can't come in. And at the end of the day, man, they're getting rich. They're getting rich. As long as there's a gray area, they're going to get rich. We need clarity. We need things to move in a positive direction so that we, the people, because some of us won because we just got in early. You start buying XRP at like, 12, 15 cents, Bitcoin at 3,500. Hey, hello, you just got in the right time. But for the majority to win, we need to move forward. That's a freaking fact.
Mainly because he doesn't want them doing any sort of dealings with China and Iran. And he actually slammed Canada, particularly when he spoke at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, saying that Canada essentially better not make any sort of trade deal with China, because if they do, he's going to raise tariffs to 100% when it comes to Canada. Now, anyone that's watching and thinks, oh, great, more tariffs, everything's going to become a little bit more expensive, I do have just a note of caution or perhaps optimism, which is the fact that they've actually done some analysis on this, and only about 25% of the tariff threats have actually come into fruition.
That's because people straighten their asses up. That's only 25% came into fruition because a lot of people are, oh, hold on, we don't want no funk with Trump. That's I'll tell you, man, look, I don't give a damn what you, at the end of the day, I'm not going to get to a political debate, but are we better today than we were yesterday? Debatable. But is what's happening today better for us as people? Are things moving in a positive direction more so than the Biden administration when Elizabeth Warren had a chokehold? It was called Choke Point 2.0 against the crypto space with her puppet master Gary Gensler. If you sit here and say we were better off then than we are today, all right, I'll let you again. Everyone's got an opinion. And I learned a long time ago, never buy into people's opinions unless you're willing to buy into the lifestyle and dreams. And guess what? I'm not that dude.
Been made a reality. So this could be, for the time being, just threats, and empty threats at that. So I don't think anyone needs to worry just yet that higher prices are going to be on the way for any of those goods that we import from those.
Okay, I can feel that. Jake Clever comes out and says the domino. Now he came out with this domino theory. Jake is a smart dude, man. Jake's, regardless of how people make, and again, I'm not gonna get into the whole, that whole debate with him and what's my man's name, Zach, which I think I'm gonna be probably calling. I gotta touch base with some of these guys for the XRP meetup, but you guys want to learn all about that little, deal, you guys can go check it out. There's a reason this damn thing got almost 3,000 views. That's crazy. All right, where we at here? So yeah, you guys want to know more about that, but at the end of the day, Jake is extremely intelligent. So is Zach. Jake goes on to say the dominoes are lined up. Iran is in crisis. Geopolitical tension is spiking with Venezuela, China, Russia. Oil prices are already climbing 5% in the last few days, but that's just the first domino. Where are we at here? Okay, let's read on. It says the chart I'm watching closest is the Japanese yen, versus oil. If oil spikes 20 to 40% in a short period, Japan's entire economy gets hit with inflation they can't absorb. Their only option is raising interest rates, and that's where the bomb goes off. Got to be careful with that damn word. Over 3 decades, tens of trillions of dollars have been borrowed in yen and invested everywhere: treasury stocks, private credit, gold, crypto, all of it. This only works while Japan rates stay low. Japan, okay, god dang, how much reading is this? Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. We're gonna have a 2-hour damn show. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check out, because, like I said, he's on point with a lot of his with a lot of his theories on that particular subject. Okay, it's time to act. We need clarity. Bitcoin News came out with this and said the White House is meeting with banking and crypto executives on Monday to resolve a clash over market structure legislation. Per Reuters, banks argue rewards on stablecoins threaten financial stability, while crypto firms call it essential. Again, I personally think this is the issue here, and I personally agree with Brian Armstrong on this, that they're trying to control the monopoly. And I pray to God that we can move forward in a way that's advantageous for people, because I personally want to earn money on my money. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? You don't think I want to earn money on my money? Hell yeah, I do. So I'm definitely on board with what he's saying. But I think we also need to move forward. So that's what I'm saying. I agree with Zach. I agree with Brian Armstrong, and I agree with Brad Garlinghouse. It's got to be somewhere in the middle there. And I just think it's horrible that we got to negotiate on making what percentage we can make on our money, which again is why they're fearful of crypto. Because up to this point, if you didn't have a bank account, you can do nothing. Honestly, today you don't even need a damn bank account. I mean, the way things are going, trust me, 2021, that bull market hit, man, I was out there buying all kinds of land, cars, and never spent a dollar. It was all crypto. Facts. Oh, I got some stories of that. Hey, trust me, I know people don't already, adios amigos out of here. Like I just heard of a family that just left the U.S. I'm out of here. Because they're tired of the crap, man. They're tired of the crap. And that's real talk. That's real talk. I mean, literally got the wife, and they all got the hell out of here. They're gone. Gold and silver have reached escape velocity. XRP is ready to follow next. Amen to that. Gold hits 5,600. Yeah, gold went crazy. My God. Man, you got in the gold. My goodness, you probably lost control. Just trying to rhyme. I love it when a plan comes together. You guys remember that? My man had put this together when he said that. I remember this A-Team. Anybody remember the A-Team? Dun, 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 dun. Remember that A-Team with Hannibal? They had Hannibal. Mr. T was B.A. Baracus. They had the dude who was crazy flying the planes. His name was Murdoch, right? And then they had Face. God, I love that. I used to have the little toy figurines when I was a kid. It's so crazy, guys. Did you guys know? And I'm gonna get on something. Shouts out to Esco J215, brother, because I definitely agree with you as well. I don't disagree with you. I'm just telling you that we need to move forward. Opinion, but at the end of the day, we're family. They got something coming out. What's that damn show? And I got so free. My son was telling me about it. We went to dinner the other day. Was it last night? No, it was the night before last. And what's that damn thing they're coming out with? You know how they've been coming out with all these shows that we grew up as kids, like G.I. Joe and Transformers. Dude, I had all the Transformers. I know I got more to talk about, guys. I'm just sharing a little thing here. But there's a show coming out. They're bringing back all the cool, it was a cartoons, He-Man. Remember that? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Anybody remember that? Or is it just me? Everybody done got quiet all of a sudden? It was like 6'8", and went crazy. No, bro, like anybody remember that He-Man with He-Man and the little green tiger? And then he lifted, I have the power. And then it had Grayskull. Remember that? And Skeletor. Man, come on now. Am I the only one that's excited about the fact that they're making that damn movie? That's going to be crazy. He-Man. And anybody know that? Anybody remember that, or is it just me? Huh? Okay, let's move on. Everybody's like, I only care about crypto. Okay, for anyone keeping track, it took gold over 5,600 years to hit $1,000 an ounce for the first time in 2008 amid the worst financial crisis in U.S. history. Meanwhile, gold prices just rose $1,000 an ounce in 28 days. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I got some friends who are making big money right now. My buddy, I remember when we had the 2008, and I'm telling you, in 2008, man, not 2021, because what's my man who just asked me that? Mr. God in the Making. When that last bull run, man, when I say, I'm not gonna say everything, but I remember when that bull market hit, man, I was out there buying cars. I think I bought like 13. I went crazy, bought like 13 cars. Then my buddy got me into guns, so I wound up buying like 50, 60 guns. I got all kinds of guns, right? And so that I was investing money because he was telling me, like Robert Kiyosaki was saying, the 5 Gs. It was gold, guns, grub, ground. There was 5 of them, and maybe it was get Bitcoin. It was something like that, right? It was like get Bitcoin, grub, guns. And so my man, so as all this money was coming in from crypto, I was investing in different things and things that I like. You know, guys, look, I'm at an age where I'm not out there trying to raise kids. All my kids are raised, they're winning, they're all doing phenomenal in life. So it's just me and my wife really and our dog. You know, we have some family that son visiting things like, but it's just like we did it. We did it. We raised up 6 incredible kids that are all doing incredible things, got incredible significant others, and we're living our best life, right? So I'm at a different part of my life where most people, some of my friends are just starting their life, that, you know, just having kids and just doing this and that. I'm not there. We did that. And so, but I say that to say that while I was out there buying this and buying that and buying toys, right, my boy was like, man, I'm buying gold and silver and gold and silver. So he's the one who, my man John, he was the one talking about the 5 Gs, grub, gold, ground, guns, and get crypto or something like get Bitcoin. And that's where his focus. So I know he is loving life right now because he was heavily into the gold and silver. So and I love that. So I'm one of those people I love and I praise people when they win big. I love it. But don't worry, fiat currencies are completely fine. That's funny as hell. Okay, Switzerland officially legalized. So Switzerland. Who said that? Somebody here smart as hell. Who said that? Somebody told me it was Switzerland, right? Somebody said that. Who said that? Shouts out to whoever said that. Oh, Germany after 1 year. Okay, you said Germany. Switzerland, same thing. Okay, so Switzerland officially legalizes 0 capital gains tax for crypto. I say, hey, Trump, promises made, promises kept. Countries like Switzerland get it. I get, you know, look, I get the whole we're making America great. I like, and again, there's things I love and there's things I don't like. I get the tariff and that's being played. I get, you know, a lot of the things that's happening. What I don't get and what I don't like is as soon as you get into office, the thing that starts happening is your family's got meme coins and things get changed to benefit that and they get rich while the American people waiting for some of these promises like no capital gains tax on crypto. No, you know, some of the things you said, do it. And it makes the sting a little bit less because if people got something like that, can you imagine if it says the U.S. officially legalized zero capital gains tax for crypto? Bruh, what? We won't give a damn what's going on. Take your time. Work it all out. But at the end of the day, we ain't seen enough. You're going to get tired of winning. Not yet. The only one that I see in Fortune magazine right now, and I'm not talking from a personal perspective, even though I am, but I'm not, because God knows I'm humble and I'm thankful for what I've got, and you know, but there's so much more to get. There's so many more people I want to take care of personally, and I want to see my family like you guys win. So, from some of you guys may already be winning, but the point I'm trying to make is it irritates me when I see your kids in Fortune magazine. I hear they making hundreds of millions on things that were literally, say how you want to say it, rug pulls. And then laws get changed so that we can't call that. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, past a couple things like this, I think we'll be okay waiting another until 2030 or whatever. Let me stop. It feels like the Olympics right now. Everyone is running for gold and silver like crazy. That's a fact. Shouts out to my man Smoke. He puts this out and says Ripple's teams of experts contain members who contain. Okay, I thought I said contain too many times. The Ripple teams of experts contain members who contain representatives from the DTCC, BlackRock, and more. Damn, dude, I feel like I could do a whole nother show. Damn. Because I got so much more to talk about. My God. All right, let's get into it. It might be one of those long, like 2-hour shows. I'm trying to get out of here right now. Okay, so this is the part that I really want to get to. This is the part that was based off the thumbnail right now, right? American Wanksters. Okay, how about you break down your trades? Stop snitching and start pitching your trades. Now, the problem that I got with Nancy Pelosi and any of these people, right, stock tracker and all that, man, come on, bro. Like, there's evidence a lot of these people have been inside trading against American people, man. And some of these people, it's crazy. As I read through this, I couldn't post everything, but as I read through this and I shared some of these stories, like if you go to X and you just put in, if you go to X, okay, oops. Just hit that up. It could be politicians, it could be political, but just read through this, man. This stuff will piss you off. I actually copied this lady. I'm gonna show y'all her right now. But man, it's a lot of stuff, bro. A lot of stuff that it's all there, man. It's all there. And the crazy thing is, there's stories of people who said, "We need to fight against them doing it. Elect me, and I'm gonna stop it." And then they turn around and do the same damn thing. Let's get to it. I'm telling you, we got a couple more things to show. Okay, so anyways, I put how about breaking down your trades and talking about Nancy because she just been out there calling out everybody. Breaking another large politician stock sale just hit the floor. Republican John Curtis disclosed 530 worth of stock trades. buys zero, sells 530,000. Yeah, when everybody, and if you actually go through, some of these comments, it's kind of funny. Some people know what they're talking about, some people don't. It's illegal, and they're still doing it. This came from Anna Paulina Luna. Let's listen to what she has to say. I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to let her just tell it. It's like, 1 minute.
All right, a quick update on our efforts to ban insider trading. So first of all, any member of Congress that's saying that it's not happening, A, is lying to you. Both Democrats and Republicans that are engaging in individual stock trades are getting on average 600% returns, outperforming, that's right, you heard the S&P.
And some of these guys have been found that they have better trading than people who have, like Warren Buffett's. Like, they're making more money and better decisions than, how you doing that if you ain't getting insider trading? It's crazy.
Just that we know it's illegal, but they are still doing it.
Yep.
So I just want to ask the American people, which I know that you're going to side with me on it, but do you really think a member of Congress can best represent foreign policy, especially if they are personally invested in the defense industry with their stock portfolios? And the answer is no. I'll give you a prime example. Right now, you have the administration that's about to secure a peace deal between Russia, Ukraine, and the United States. This has massive economic opportunity for all citizens involved, and also who doesn't love peace unless you're a total sociopath. The point is that you actually have our own side, which is why I'm making this video to call it out. Our own GOP senators that are coming out against it. Let me give you a wild guess as to where they are personally invested with in regards to their stock portfolios. You guessed it, military industrial.
At the end of the day, man, what she's saying is on point, which is just look, man. Yeah, the same people out there that's trying to fight us moving in a positive manner. They're the same ones that are getting. They're part of the monopoly. They're part of the problem. They're doing everything they can not to let us move forward with clarity and things that we need to make sure this industry moves in a positive direction. Gold and silver at all-time highs. People ask, is it too late? They still don't get it. You aren't buying to make money. You're buying to save money. The dollar is being rugged, and there is no floor. It's headed to no. I don't know about this. I don't know about headed to zero. Head of major investment firm makes extremely bullish comments about Ripple and XRP, the standard. You guys can open this up and read it. I'm trying to get out of here. 2 hours, my God. Roger Baston, head of digital assets at Franklin Templeton, made very positive statements about XRP. Roger Baston, head of digital assets at financial giant Franklin Templeton, discussed how traditional finance TradeFi is undergoing a revolution with blockchain technology and the critical role of XRP in this new ecosystem. In his comments on the Paul Barron podcast. So if you guys get a chance, you guys can also go check out Paul Barron. That's my man, Pots and Pans. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Let me just read through this, how I've been reading everything else. Responding to Paul Barron's questions about the future of Ripple and XRP, Basson argued that XRP has moved beyond being merely an asset to being traded, and has become a fundamental infrastructure component for inter-institutional exchange and tokenized finance. Referring to Brad Garlinghouse speeches in Davos, the program stated that XRP is beginning to appear as a real asset on balance sheets. Roger Baston describes the XRP ledger, XRPL, as a payment-oriented blockchain. According to Baston, XRP is not a store of value. It's a financial framework specifically designed for real-time, low-cost cross-border payments. Baston states that they have seen the massive capital the XRP ecosystem has amassed over the past 10 years, and is determined to rebuild the system, which is why Franklin Templeton chose to own an XRP ETF. So a lot of big things happen. If you guys want more information on that, make sure you guys go check it out. It's right here in the link. Shouts out to Nestforce for being back on board Friday, 11 a.m. New Zealand. Can't wait for it to finish work. Yeah, shouts out to New Zealand. Damn, my brother out there in New Zealand. That's my man right there. Appreciate you in a major way, my brother. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Definitely appreciate you guys in a major way. I had a Castle Grayskull as a kid. Come on, bro. I had all that, man. What? The Lion, Skeletor, He-Man. Bruh. Like, it's crazy when I think about some of the, like, I see stuff like the Transformers. I had all those damn Transformers. The OG ones with the sound, what's it called? It was Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Soundwave, Megatron, Scarface. Star. Was it Star? I had all those damn things. And G.I. Joe. Bro, I had all those figurines, man. Love that stuff. Okay, breaking. Yet another politician has liquidated millions in their. So this is what I'm saying. Like, what I put over here. pot calling the kettle black. Breaking news. Yet another politician has liquidated millions into their portfolio. Pete Sessions, a Republican. So they're doing everything they can to try to, and I get it. You're calling people out, oh, buy 0, sells 1.2, and you're calling these people out. But truth be told, there's somebody XRP and move past that. Let's see what this gentleman has to say. I'm not going to read those. It's going to take too much time. I need to hear him get out of here. Okay, what do you say here?
Let me tell you what makes absolutely no sense. Making 626 stock trades in the first 7 months of your term in Congress. Absolutely insanity. Have you heard of a guy named Rob Bresnahan Jr., a Pennsylvania congressman? Well, he just got elected last year in 2024. But during his campaign last year, one of the things he talked about was banning members of Congress being able to sell and trade stocks.
Now, this is so funny. They get elected saying they're going to try, but all they really want to do is they want to get in the good old boys and good old girls club where they can sit up there and inside trade and take advantage of the American people by getting insider trading tips. I'm telling you, it's all crap. So this guy went in, lobbied against it, got elected there. He's going to stop it, and then did the same damn thing himself.
But what did he do right when he got into Congress in January? He decided to buy and sell and trade stocks. 626 active trades, actually, this year so far. Who the hell has time for this? But apparently he's trading a lot.
Oh, God.
And that's not even half of it. Just recently, right before the big, beautiful bill passed, according to the New York Times, he sold up to $15,000 in Centene stock right before it happened. Now, allegedly, the big, beautiful bill is supposed to cut up to $1 trillion in Medicaid over the next decade. Now, what does Centene Corporation do? Well, they're the largest provider of Medicaid in the country. So he sold the stock right before the big, beautiful bill passed. And what happened to the stock? It dropped 43%. Unbelievable, right? That's shady. So if they don't want us talking about it,
Shady. I'm not going to finish it up. You guys want to check it out. This guy here, he's talking about, God, these guys are shady as hell. They're all shady. And I'm trying to give you guys a narrative of why they're trying to stop it, because they want to continue. They're getting rich, bro. Like some of these guys, he's probably inspired by the people like, wait a minute. Because I had this, I don't get too far ahead of myself. Some of these people, they said before they became political figures, they had tens of thousands, some of them hundreds of thousands. Some of them were like low key, like low end millions, like 1-point-something million. They got elected, they got in, and all of a sudden they were 60 million, 100 million. How do you do that? I'm telling you guys, big ass scam. Breakdown of the continued shakedown. Somebody said a couple. So Starscream, that's what it's. Starscream, yeah, Starscream. Soundwave, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you guys, my brother with me. Yeah, Thundercats. Oh, remember that? Oh man, I can't. When that movie come out, I'm buying that damn thing. I love all those movies, man. Okay, kind of reminds you of your childhood days. Summary of Fed decision 128.26. Fed halts rate cuts for the first time since July 2025. Fed says inflation remains somewhat elevated. 2 Fed governors dissent in favor of a 25 BPS cut. Unemployment rate has shown some signs of stabilization. Fed reasserts goal of achieving 2% long-term inflation. Uncertainty about economic outlook remains elevated. December may have marked Powell's final rate cut. Alrighty. Price action says XRP sits at 190 in a tight range. It's a lot lower than that now. Bulls need to get clean break above 2. That didn't happen. Okay, where we at here? Gold and silver going crazy. Okay, so this right here, this is kind of funny. Okay, so what is this? Funny how insider trading is against the law for everyone except the people who make all the laws. This is crazy. Insider trading is against the law, except for everyone who are all making the law. So they make the law what we're not supposed to do, but they're doing it. Isn't that something, guys? Crazy. Breaking 25% Congress is banned from trading stocks this year. There's more. I got more. Everyone wanted things to change for crypto. Well, they are big time. Stay locked in as they lay the foundation for the new standard. I do agree with this. Like, we wanted it to come. It came. Now everybody's bitching. It's not moving. We thought, no. You thought it was microwavable results. You thought it was like a goddamn lottery ticket. You thought it was like a damn slot machine. Calm down. Do your research. Stop playing with something that can change your family's future forever. Forever. So if you want forever financial freedom, stop looking for microwavable damn results. If it's fast, it won't last. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's coming. Stay locked the hell in. Okay, Jerome Powell just confirmed that rate hikes are off the table. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't even want to listen to this dude. It's going to just make my stream longer for no reason. Okay, just in, asset manager 21 shares predict 25% jump in XRP price. Okay, let's move on. I don't want some of the stuff that just is going to drag it out longer. Federal Reserve has officially paused interest rate cuts. Okay, we're not interested in that. This is why they're pushing back. This is why they're pushing back. They're trying to keep their corrupted insider trading monopoly going. We need clarity. So this is Charlie says red or blue, they're all green when it comes to insider trading. Damn. House lawmakers and their families reported 1,865 trades in April. In April, the most in recent years. Either they're all become stock picking geniuses, or they know something we don't know. Now this is older, but it's the same scenario. Either they've all become stock picking geniuses, better than Warren Buffett, but better than what's the other guy that passed away, Charlie Munger, whatever. Better than most of the most smartest people with S&P 500. They're better, or they know something we don't know. It's called insider damn trading, insider information. They're all guilty of it. But you locked up Martha Stewart. You people are a trip. Okay. And back in 2022, the New York Times posted an investigation into politicians trading stocks. They found that 81 Democrats and 101 Republicans, it ain't one side, it's all of them, filed up to 3,700 trades and 100 million in possible volume. That was in 2022. It's a bipartisan issue that both Democrats and Republicans partake in, and there's all kinds of faces here. Members of potential conflicts of interest. Just one of many things. One of many things, guys. These guys are full of crap. Full of shikaka, as we like to say. Make sure you guys go check out Shikaka. A great little segue into that. All the places you can find our community coin. We have an X page. We got movies and stuff coming. Enough of that. Let's move on. White House to discuss cryptocurrency market structure legislation with top crypto banking executive, blah, blah, blah. We'll see how it plays out. Now, this is kind of funny. This lady is really good at calling people out. Crazy how those who have cheated the system and the American people are so quick to throw others under the bus doing the same thing they did. Facts. Nancy Pelosi comes out again. Keep an eye on this one. Republican Kevin Hearn sold off his entire $500,000 position in United Health, UNH. His note in filing was sell too close. Hearn sits on the House Committee of Health. I mean, come on, bro. Let's look at this one. Nancy Pelosi has some explaining to do. Oh, this comes from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan says, "Hey, Nancy Pelosi, you sure are talking a lot of crap." Well, wait a minute. You made more money than Warren Buffett and as far as your trade calls, more than Warren Buffett and the S&P 500. But yet you're out here calling out everybody else. Just saying. Look at this. So you're telling me she's smarter than all these people? What is her job again? Oh, she's a professional trader, right? Oh, she's lucky, right? The pot calling the kettle black. They're all full of shikaka. Good Lord. Crypto for Life, Shikaka Coin Family, XRP Army. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This is for you.
Move to a different code so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. What? We light years ahead of the herd. Like, they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you.
Guys, if there's nothing more on point of what he just said.
Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd. Like, they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. They don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But
that part. That's what this is all about. And it goes back to what my man said earlier. What's my man who was here? Esco J215? That's what it's all about. They don't want us to get rich, but die trying. I get it. I agree with Brad. I agree with Brian. Let's get rich. Facts.
Slid you the crypto list, so start buying, and I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling it, I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the move? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Next one, bag it up. Here come the
Greatest family on planet Earth. Andrew T's in the house. My man, Mr. God is up in here. We got True Dukel up in the house. Chaka Bartel, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, my man. Nes Forrest, many others. We appreciate the love, you guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. We're almost out of here. Not quite, almost. This is Pelosi. I mean, again, you just saw what Joe Rogan said. Your daily reminder that U.S. senators commit inside trading right before the pandemic and lockdowns. Here's how they got away with it. There's actually a video. Matter of fact, this is the screenshot, but the video is right here. I put the link here. So if you guys want to know about it, click that. It takes you right into it.
2020, members of Congress engaged in an insider trading scandal using knowledge that was given to them at a closed Senate meeting. And they sold off their stocks right before the stock market crash.
Didn't Martha Stewart go to jail for that? Just saying.
And ultimately, there was an investigation, but it was just one big show and nothing came of it.
Every time they've been found, and I've covered this over the years on my show since we've had this show, they've insider traded like 3-point-something billion. Some of these actual institutions, like JP. Let me stop. Some of these institutions, and then they hit them with you guys made 3.2 billion, but we're going to hit you with I don't know, it was like 60 million or something like that. Or no, it wasn't even that. It was like 2 million. $3 million fine to the SEC or whoever caught it, but you made 3-point-something. Dude, come on, dude. This is all crap. This is why they don't want anything to move forward. This is why.
It appears members of Congress can trade using insider information with impunity. Unlike an executive in the
with impunity? What?
Private sector who buys or sells stock in their own company, members of Congress do not have to file a Form 4 with the SEC. So by law, they don't have to disclose their activity. 94% of Congress are now multimillionaires.
So you do a lady who bakes stuff and talks about goods like Martha Stewart in jail, but y'all doing the same damn thing?
Congress are now multimillionaires, and the average salary of a U.S. senator is $174,000.
Right, exactly.
Rules for thee, but not for me is the motto of our government.
Rules for thee, but not for me. That's a fact.
Regardless of partisanship. Laws that apply to the common people, but not the privileged few. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't exactly spell out representative democracy to me.
Nope.
Unless I guess it's a representative democracy of corruption.
This is what they're trying to protect. This is what This is what they're trying to protect. If you guys are interested in that, the link is right here. This is what look what she just. Well, this sucks. Senator Katie Britt just disclosed the purchase. I mean, just snitching. And I'm not saying she's not telling on people, but damn it, what are you doing? Some of these people have been found to be worth millions, some hundreds of millions. But your salary's $100-something? Russ, stop it. Let's move on, guys. I'm just sick of talking about it. But yeah, I spent too much time, and I'm over 2 hours now, so I got to get out of here. There's so much more that I had here, guys. I should have just came back and did another show. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get out of here. There's a lot more stuff that I want to talk about, a lot more stuff that I went over, but we're gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoy your day. That's enough. I mean, I was doing a lot of digging, especially on insider trading and corruption, and there's a lot of stuff I just kind of went over lightly. But if you guys want to go to my X page, it's at James_68J. Remember, I have a blue check mark. There's a lot of fake ass 68Js. I'm not going to get into a lot of it, but if you go in there and you start typing in at James_, there's a bunch of them, and you put in you start typing the thing, and you'll start seeing them pop up. 68J. Oops, I hit something wrong here. 68JY. Maybe it's not JY one. Anyways, I don't know how you figure it out, but I know hopefully they got 11 down, but I know people been sending me nonstop just